Hello guys, in today's video I'm going to show you 15 different shortcuts that I use every day and I think everyone should know and need to be using every day. So let's get started. Alright guys, we'll start with multitasking shortcuts. Number 1, Alt plus Tab to switch between apps. If you have two apps open, for example Explorer and Google Chrome, you want to switch between them, press Alt Tab, and if you keep holding Alt you can manually click on one of these to select, or you can release the Alt button to select the highlighted application. Number 2, Legacy Alt Tab. If you ever used older operating systems like Windows 7 and Windows XP, Alt Tab didn't used to be like this. Instead, if you want to access that, it's still hidden. All you have to do is press Alt, Control, Windows, Shift, and then Tab. That will bring up this old with Alt Tab UI. It's still there, it's just living behind all of these keys. Number 3, if you're in a browser, if you have multiple tabs open, let's say I have these 4 tabs open. If I wanted to switch between them, all I have to do is press Control Tab to move right. Notice I'm not using my mouse or anything, just Control Tab to change between tabs. And if I want to go back, Control Shift Tab, it'll go left, Control Tab will go right. Very easy. Alright, so let's say we have this Strava tab open and I accidentally close it. What do I do? How do I bring it back? All you have to do is press Ctrl Shift T on your keyboard. That'll open the last closed tab and you can just click on wherever you were. It'll work for most websites, but some of them might have trouble, as you saw Strava did back here. But what if you have a lot of things open, such as, let's say Steam, let's say Voicemeeter. Now there's 4 apps open. How do you manage them? Instead of pressing Alt Tab, you can press Windows Tab, and that will bring up this amazing UI where you can manage all of your open windows, including closing them by pressing this X button. Say if I wanted to close Voicemeeter, just press that. Very easy. Windows Tab again, select any application I want. It's kind of an extension of Alt Tab. Alright, so now you run out of a lot of room, like there's a lot of stuff open and you don't want to mix it all up. You can create a new desktop using Virtual Desktop Manager, which we see here. When you press Windows Tab, there is a button here, New Desktop. But if you don't want to click that, which you can absolutely do to create new desktop, but we're going to do it with a shortcut. On your keyboard, all you have to do is press Ctrl Windows D and that will create a new desktop. You can see desktop 4 is right here, Windows Control D. You can create as many as you want, and if you want to close them, same thing, Control Windows F4, F4. That will close all the virtual desktop environments. You can switch between the desktops. Say if I wanted to switch from desktop 3 to desktop 2 to desktop 1, all I have to do is press Control Windows left arrow, Control Windows right arrow, and it will switch. And it even works when you're out of this screen. So if I'm here, Control Windows left arrow will take me to different desktops. You can see the taskbar change, all the applications that are open. Very handy feature. And if you're not the kind to use virtual desktops, you can snap windows with the Windows key. To do that, you just press Windows and arrow key. So right will take it right, up will take it up right corner. If you press up twice, it will maximize the window. If you press down, it will minimize the window. If you press up again, it will bring back the window and then you can move it left or right, just like that. The second category we'll be looking at today is opening Windows elements, such as Start menu. You can obviously press the Start button to do that, but you can also press Control Escape if for some reason this button is not working, or maybe this is more convenient to you. And if you wanted to open Task Manager on Windows 11, it is really hard. You have to right click here, nothing, right click here, then go to Task Manager. That's a lot of seconds. Instead, you can press Control Shift Escape and boom, you're in Task Manager. The third category is Explorer shortcuts. Let's start with how to launch Explorer without actually clicking anything. Just press Windows plus E. You're in Explorer. You might not see the screen, you might land on this screen, which is quick access. If you want to change that, and this is a bonus tip, just hit this 3 dots, options. On Windows 10, it's called folder options. Same thing, just change this setting that says Open File Explorer 2. It will say quick access, change it to this PC, hit apply. And whenever you open Windows Explorer, it opens to this screen. which is how it should have been, Microsoft. Other Explorer shortcuts include renaming using F2. So if I wanted to rename this file, instead of right-clicking, finding the rename like icon, you can see it says F2. So I just have to highlight the item, press F2. I can call it whatever, .jpeg or PNG, and that's renamed. But what if I wanted to put it in a folder and not bother with actually right-clicking and creating a new folder? If I wanted to create a new folder, all I have to do is press Ctrl-Shift-N. That creates the new folder. I can call it whatever again. A different shortcut would be you can either Ctrl-C to copy the file, Ctrl-V, paste it, or you can Ctrl-X to cut the file and do the same, Ctrl-V. There's also a bonus tip when pasting items. I actually haven't made a full video just up there if you want to check out, but it will be at the end of this video for you to check out as well. Lastly, for a few Explorer shortcuts, if you want to open settings, you can go to Start and click on Settings, or you can just press Windows I. It'll take you to the Settings app on Windows 11 and Windows 10. Similarly, if you would like to lock your PC, all you have to do is press Windows L. That locks your PC. What if you wanted to take a screenshot with just a couple of keys like you take on your phone? Volume down, power button, blah blah blah. There's no volume or power button here. All you have to do is press Windows plus print screen. Usually on laptops it's located on the top right corner somewhere. On a standard keyboard it is right here. So you can absolutely just press Windows print screen, go Windows E, go to pictures, screenshots, and then you will see it right here. We just took our screenshots. Very easy. This next one is for system admins. Why? Because everything you need, it's like a multi-tool Swiss Army knife, whatever you want to call it. Press Windows X to open this secret menu. You can also right click on the Start button to open the same menu. For Windows X, you have access to File Explorer, Run, Terminal, Command Prompt, PowerShell, Computer Management, Disk Management, Device Management, anything that you would need to change system settings on, including uninstalling apps, changing battery settings, event viewer. It's all here. Very handy shortcut if you like to launch Task Manager. You can see there are some highlighted buttons here that you can press to open certain functions. The most common ones that I mostly use is Windows X, then I press M for Device Manager, Windows X and then T for Task Manager, and then Windows X and E for Windows Explorer. And also Windows X plus A, that will open an admin PowerShell window if you're looking to jump into Command Prompt. Alright, so let's look at a couple of bonus shortcuts. I showed earlier in this video how to copy and paste files, but what if you wanted to copy and paste text, but multiple times? Let's say this URL here, and then I'll open a Twitter URL here. So let's say I wanted to copy this and this as well. Normally I have to do copy this, paste here, copy this, paste here, right? Instead, if I open two new tabs, or it could be really anything, any text document, wherever text is available, all I have to do is press Windows V. The first time you do it, you might see a button here that says turn on clipboard history. And there you go. Both of the URLs that we copied, I just have to press here and go here. Windows V again, select Strava. Boom, I can just press enter. Now duplicate tabs, just a niche scenario, but in my opinion, if you do repetitive copy and pasting, this saves a lot of time. Lastly, I wanted to show you a really useless shortcut by Microsoft. It's not really useful unless you are like a massive LinkedIn user. All you have to do, and this is a lot of buttons, Control Windows Alt Shift L. What? LinkedIn? Built in? So if you guys don't know, Microsoft owns LinkedIn, so they baked this shortcut in for some reason into Windows. You can open it on any browser, anywhere in Windows, press all these buttons, and you're into LinkedIn. And there you have it, guys. That's all the shortcuts that I think everyone should know. If you think that I missed something, you can drop it down in the comments down below. Also, smash that like button if this video helped you. Consider subscribing and dinging that notification bell just down there. You can check out my other content right up here. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.